Hello and welcome. I am Madhuri and today we will be talking about post-graduation or graduation as it's called in some parts of the world. I am a freelance GMAT verbal tutor and a lot of my students and juniors have often come to me with doubts about post-graduation. A lot of their topics usually look like, should I go for post-graduation? What should I choose, MBA or MS? What specialization should I choose? Should I do a full-time course or executive? Should I go on campus or take it online? Which colleges and universities should I apply for? Which country should I study in? And many others. All of my students have found my suggestions on these topics extremely helpful. So I thought, why not share them with you guys as well? Let's get started. Let's tackle the first question first. Should you go for post-graduation? Once you are in the penultimate year of your undergraduation, which could be the third year of a 4-year degree course or the second year of a 3-year degree course, or if you have worked for a couple months or years after having graduated, one common question that arises in most people's minds is that, should I go for post-graduation? I have seen people apply for masters for all the wrong reasons, like I want to have another degree to my profile, I don't want to continue in the current job, I don't want to join corporate world right after college. But most of all, I have seen people applying for masters just because all of their friends are doing it or the other students in their colleges or the other colleagues at their workplace are doing it. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, people do that. That's not what you want to do. So how exactly should you decide whether you should go for masters or not? Let's look at some case studies. One of my juniors, let's call her R, went for masters right after college because she was really passionate about robotics and wanted to learn more about it before starting to work. One of my friends, let's call him W, decided to do an MBA because he wanted to become a manager and be on the business side of things. One of my colleagues, working as a software developer since 8 years, let's call him T, applied for MBA because he wanted to switch to a finance related role, which is a complete domain switch. These people are going for masters for all the right reasons. What I have mostly suggested to my students, juniors and colleagues, and what I will suggest to you too, is that ask yourself whether you are genuinely interested in learning about your field of study, whether you are looking to advance your career in a fast track mode, like go from being an entry-level trainee to a team lead or manager in a short span, or whether you want to switch to another role, industry, company, and masters would help you do that. If your answer to any of these questions is yes, then masters is for you. Once you have decided that yes, I want to go for post-graduation or graduation, the next natural doubt that arises is, what should I do, MBA or MS? Let's understand how you can decide this by looking at our case studies again. R is a mechanical engineer and would study about mechanics every day. She would be happiest when learning new concepts and applying them in a practical scenario, which means she's really enjoying the technical aspect of her field. So R should go for masters. W, an architect, would create software designs and hardware designs and plans day in and day out, but he wouldn't like it as much. Instead, he was more excited when he was asked to lead other people in the team, present solutions to clients, and anything that required him to manage the business. So W should go for an MBA because he wants to move to a business arena in his field of study. Our third person was T, who is an experienced software developer and has been working in this role for 8 years. He wants to fast track his promotion to get more management responsibilities. So T could go for an MBA or MIS, which is Masters in Information Systems, because he wants to remain in the same field but take on more managerial responsibilities. Just like these three people, think about the tasks that you do day in and day out with regards to your work, studies, or even hobbies for that matter. If you are a working professional, you might want to think about the projects that you do day in and day out at office. It could be development, testing, team leading, etc. And about the various other activities that you do in life apart from your office work. It could involve playing a particular sport, or participating in various events, organizing initiatives and volunteering, etc. Once you have these tasks in mind, ask yourself, what do I find myself doing more of? Learning new technical concepts and applying them? Or working in teams and managing leadership opportunities, how much ever trivial they might be? What am I enjoying most about these tasks? Is it the technical, conceptual aspect or the managerial aspect? Whatever is making me most happy, be it technical or management, do I see myself doing that for the long term? Or would I be able to achieve my goals even without a master's degree? Answering these questions will make things clear for you. If being in a technical role, such as engineering, analytics, design, makes you happier, just like it did R, you should go for MS. If you are enjoying the management aspects of your day-to-day schedule, such as leading your college project group or organizing events at workplace, just like W, then you should go for an MBA. If you have a technical bent of mind but would like to be in a managerial position of your technical field, for example, team lead, field expert, etc., then go for MIS because it will give you a good combination of technical skills plus management information. Next up, you might wonder, what exact specialization should I choose? Answers to your questions about your post-graduation preferences will also help you identify the specialization that you might want to consider when applying for masters. For example, R might do masters in robotics because that's what she enjoys most. W might go for MBA with specialization in general management because he enjoys the managerial aspects of his job the most. T, being a software developer, might go for IT management or business analytics because he is more interested in getting lead roles in the same field as his work experience. Whatever your area of interest might be, your post-graduation specialization should match to it and create an avenue for you to achieve the goal with which you started out your master's course. Hope this video gave you more clarity about how to proceed with your master's and where to get started. If you're looking for one-on-one coaching with regards to your post-graduation decisions, you can reach out to me on the link mentioned in the description box. Next week, we'll talk about how to choose which colleges and universities to apply for and in which country. We'll also discuss about full-time versus executive courses and on-campus versus online courses. Subscribe to my channel to stay tuned about it, and you can also click on the bell icon next to the subscribe button if you would like to get notified when the video is published. If you found my suggestions helpful, please click on the like button and share this with others who might be planning for masters. You can also connect with me on Instagram and LinkedIn. I have also mentioned the links in the description box. This is Madhuri Verma signing off. Thank you for watching.